Welcome to another edition of the CS Podcast, where you can hear interviews with special guests such as
Dayon Buchanan, Tom Waddle, Pierre Desir, Brent Berry, Ed Werder,
and many others.
Too big, too strong, too fast, too good.
So be sure to subscribe and tune in to the CS Podcast on YouTube at youtube.com/ChristianRE722.
Did you not get the memo?
That's www.youtube.com/ChristianRE722 for great interviews. Be sure to check out the CS Podcast.
You are ridiculous.
Welcome back to the CS Podcast. I'm your host, Chris Shanafel, and I'm now joined by 2015 NFL Draft prospect, all-conference cornerback out of Benedictine University, Rodney Nichols. We've been connected for a while, Rodney. Happy to finally get you on. How's it going?
Hey, thank you, man. It's been going great. It's going great, man. I'm glad that we can finally connect on this level, and I'm just enjoying this process that's about to come up.
Oh, I bet, man. I bet. And let's get right to it. We're going to be talking about your time at Benedictine. I know you also participated in the National Bowl last weekend, so I definitely want to get to that. But I'll go ahead and get started by asking you, coming out of high school, why'd you decide to attend Benedictine University? For those who don't know, Benedictine University is in Illinois, and you're from South Carolina. And when I look at the team roster, all I see is, guys from Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin, the surrounding states. What was it about the school that won you over? And how'd they get you to play for the Benedictine Eagles?
Coming out of high school, I went to junior college in Minnesota, and I went out there for 2 years. And after that, I transferred to Coastal Carolina, and pursued to play ball out there. But as I got out there, a lot of my classes didn't transfer over, so I then became ineligible to play sports. So I went out there for Coastal for a year, and things didn't work out in that way. And I felt it was, my best interest for me to go along to a coach that recruited me out of JUCO, and he had just got a job at Benedictine, and he showed me the most interest, recruited me, and he stuck with me through the process of everything. So I felt it was only right for me to honor him and come back to just give him, that coming back to Benedictine, working with him, because I felt that he was a great guy. So I came out here at Benedictine blind. I didn't get no visit or nothing. I just showed up a couple of days into their camp, and I came out. And I came out here, and I just chose the school because I thought it was a great school to get a degree from. And the financial aid people were just so nice. They always helped me with anything I had going. They was always there helping me with everything. For me, coming from South Carolina to Illinois, I developed some great relationships at Benedictine, and it's just been a great experience here.
Well, Rodney, ever since you started playing football at the college level, you've made an impact right away. Throughout your first 3 college football seasons, you've recorded 77 tackles, 7 interceptions, and 24 pass deflections. Now, that also includes your junior year at Benedictine. Now, those are some pretty solid numbers, especially for a cornerback. What exactly were your expectations for this past season, knowing that it'll be your final go-around with the Benedictine Eagles football team?
My expectations was just to go in and win, and just win with the guys. And after my junior year, they had voted me team captain, so I knew that coming into my senior year, I was going to have to be a big leader towards the program. So I knew I was going to have to just always keep the guys together and keep us going 100% at practice, even when when time get rough. So going into that senior year, I know every guy be big on stats, the individual stats, but I was more focused on as a team, getting us coming together and being that leader for all the young guys to step up and look towards.
You were able to record 47 tackles, 4 interceptions, and 5 pass breakups. Another solid season for you individually, Rodney. But as a team, you guys probably didn't have the season you guys expected. You guys got off to a slow start, going 1-4 in the first 5 games. But after that, you guys were able to go on a roll, winning the next 5 games to finish the regular season 6-4. And then you guys ran into Wheaton College in the NCAA D3 playoffs, where you guys lost 43-13, and that would ultimately be your final game as a Benedictine Eagle. How would you describe not only this past season, but your entire college football career, starting at the JUCO level, taking a stop at Coastal Carolina, and then finishing up at Benedictine?
My college career, it's been a rocky time. It's been a couple of downs, but it's all been a learning experience, and I feel like just this whole college experience, I've grown so much into a man. I travel to some places I never thought I would travel to, but I also grow. I've seen so many growth in me as a person. You know, going from junior college and learning that out there is savage. You know, you got to see it for yourself. You gotta grow up as a man and going to JUCO because not a lot of people survive. You know, a lot of people can't say they went from junior college and went to college and played football because a lot of those guys that hit the junior college either fall off or don't go back. So it's been just a great experience for me to see myself just keep holding on and never giving up on my dreams, you know. And as I first, you know, my dream was to go to the Division I level, and I got there and I seen things that didn't work out, you know. But God always has the last say so, and I was just so blessed just to get the opportunity here at Benedictine to play football and then further my career. It's been a great experience. It's been a great experience.
Absolutely, and it certainly seems like it. It certainly seems like it. Chris Schanfeld talking to 2015 NFL draft prospect Rodney Nichols, cornerback out of Benedictine University. And Rodney, throughout your entire college football career, who would you say is the best or most impressive player that you've played against?
My whole playing against my career, I give a lot to Cadell Patterson. You know, growing up, me and Cadell, we grew up together, and you know, we played. I've been playing with this guy since Little League. You know, all the way up to our senior years. You know, we'll be always be across town rivals. So in high school, playing against him and just watching him develop, and he's playing against a fast guy. You know, in high school, my town, Rocky, South Carolina, we breed football, so it's a lot of talent out there. You know, I've been playing against a lot of talented players that haven't made it to college. So just I'd say Cornerback Patterson will be that person. Always give me a challenge.
All right, well, if you ever see Cordell, the next time, tell him that he robbed me in my fantasy football league, all right, man? I had high hopes for him. I drafted him high, and it just hasn't been working out.
All right.
Rodney, if you had to single out one, what's the biggest or most memorable play that you've made?
My biggest, I would have to say, I have to give you two of them from this past season. All you know, going up against Concordia, Wisconsin, you know, they was defending champs in our conference. They had a powerful offense going into the game. They was ranked the number one offense in our conference for passing yards, passing touchdowns, and point score. So going into that game, you know, it was a big challenge for the guys, but you know, we came out and we smacked them in the mouth early. You know, we got off to a great start on defense and offense, and in the third quarter, you know, we was up, I think, like 21-7, and they was driving on us a little bit, and they was getting to their territory, you know, and we was in the cover two, and the quarterback tried to throw it out on me, and I broke on it and took it back for like 50 yards for a touchdown. You know, that right there it sealed the game for us, and it gave us that boost to win the next 5 straight. And another moment I would say is at the last game of the year, we had to beat Lakeland by 16 points to get a share of the conference title and go to the playoffs. And on that last drive, we was up 16-0, and I had caught the interception to seal the game for us to win. So those two was two big moments for us.
Nice. Now, Rodney, you're listed at 5'9", 175 pounds. A lot of people would see that, and of course, seeing that you're coming from a D3 college, and automatically say that there's no way you can make it to the next level. But when you turn on the tape, it definitely says otherwise. I mean, there's no doubt you have a ton of potential. What do you feel is your biggest strength as a cornerback?
Yeah. My height always gonna scare the scouts away, but I always tell anybody that they never measure my heart. You know, when they do these pre-drafts, when they do these measurements, you know, they never measure the heart of a player. And I don't care how big or how small you are. I just feel like that you can play. You can play ball. If you can play ball, no matter what level it is, you can play.
Hey, tape don't lie.
Yeah, it doesn't lie. It doesn't lie. Man. I feel like my strength is I bring to the table passion for the game. You know, I'm gonna work every day. I'm gonna be that first person there, the last person to leave. I'm gonna study film hard. I'm being that veterans guy here all the time, just learning knowledge because I got raw talent. So I feel like if I get a good coach, you know, that good team that I learn from and build and grow from. That's all. That would be great to my career. You know, I'm not saying I'm top 10 draft pick or whatever, but I am a guy that can help a team win, and I'm a guy that can develop, and I'm gonna give that 110% every day. I'm a great tackler as a cornerback. You know, I feel like the next level I want to move into towards the nickelback position because I feel like I'm a great man coverage guy in the slot. I can tackle well. I got great knowledge for the game. I'm gonna bring that 110 work ethic every day.
Well, let's say there is an NFL general manager listening to this very interview. Why should he want cornerback, nickelback, defensive back Rodney Nichols out of Benedictine University a part of his team?
I just tell them because I'm gonna bring that passion every day. I'm a guy with great character. You know, I'm not those troublemaker guys. I'm a guy that stay in my playbook. I'll stay towards football. You know, football has been everything to me. You know, I ain't everything I got I work for. So that's gonna I always bring that to the table. I don't want anything handed to me. You know, I can help out a team, whether it's special teams, whatever, scout team, whatever it takes to get on any team. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I bleed the blood, sweat, and tears in this game, and I feel like I can add key points to a team, and I can bring that passion, bring that hard work, bring that leadership towards a team. I'm a workhorse. So all I do is work. I'm just looking for one opportunity to show a general manager, to show a team what I can do.
Absolutely, and you got to be a workhorse in order to play at the next level, so that definitely sounds great. Now, you mentioned Cordell Patterson a little bit ago. Whether it was him, maybe it was somebody else, any chance that you've been able to talk to anybody who's played at the next level or has gone through this process that you're going through, and have they given you any advice on what to expect?
Oh yeah, like I said, coming from our carrier, we have a lot of talent coming from our school. You know, me and Stephon Gilmore, we got a great relationship. Cornerback for the Buffalo Bills. I always work out with him in the off season, so we always talk all the time about the process. You know, I'm friends with Jadavian Clowney. He's from my high school. You know, you talk about the process with him, and a lot of guys. I've talked to a lot of guys. And Chris Hope, he was a Super Bowl winning. And a Pro Bowler. I talk to him all the time. He's like a cousin to me. So I got a lot of guys that been talking to me about the process, and they just keep telling me to keep working and be patient with the process, and just never give up in the process. Because if you believe in something, you got to stand for it, and won't nobody believe in you if you don't believe in yourself.
Chris Shanfeld talking with 2015 NFL Draft prospect, cornerback out of Benedictine University, Rodney Nichols. And Rodney, earlier I asked you about your biggest strength. What about a weakness? Is there anything specific that you'll be taking time to improve on during the off season?
I don't know my man coverage. You know, I want to say it's a weakness for me, but it's something that you always got to improve on. I'm always improving on that. I'm always improving on my footwork. And also just my knowledge for the game, you know, just because as a cornerback, you always got to have that knowledge. So I'm always trying to improve my knowledge in the off season. You know, talk to guys and see talk to other cornerbacks and see what they can give me and what they can tell me. So I'm always trying to improve my knowledge.
Now, it's not going to just be handed to you, and you don't need me to tell you that, but when did you realize the NFL may not only be a dream, but it could become a reality?
I realized that I would have to say my sophomore year of junior college, and I see how like I was developing as a player, and I see people from my town making it to the NFL. Guys I played against. So I feel like I always knew it could be a possibility to me, but sophomore year I feel like it was reachable, and that's when I really began to pick up my work ethic a lot.
Nice. Chris Shanfeld talking to 2015 NFL Draft prospect Rodney Nichols here on the CS Podcast. And Rodney, just a couple more questions, then I'll let you go. I really do appreciate your time. If you would compare yourself to a cornerback currently playing in the NFL, who do you think that would be and why?
I would compare myself to Captain Mutherland because Captain, he that corner that aggressive corner that like to come up and run tackles. He's a good tackler, run stopper. So I bring that to my game. I like tackle for losses. I love to be a part of the run action. I'm always coming up making big tackles. So and then with Captain, he's a ball hawk when the ball's on the inside. When the ball's in the air, he like to go get the ball. He like interceptions. And that's the same thing with me. I like to be that ball hawk when the ball is in the air. I like to go get it. You know, I like to cover guys. You know, have great coverage and play man on man. I love just get in aggressive with taller guys because because a lot of tall receivers look at short corners and just think it's gonna be easy, think it's gonna be a cakewalk when they see it. I just like to get aggressive with those guys.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. Now, I hear a lot of people say that you look like a 5'9" version of Richard Sherman, which I find hilarious because I could actually almost see the similarities. So let me ask you, you're probably the closest to Richard Sherman that I'll be talking to. So is Michael Crabtree a sorry receiver?
I think Crabtree is better than mediocre, man. He on my fantasy team right now. He ain't doing enough for me in fantasy. He really can make me mad in fantasy, but I really like him as a receiver. But I really like Sherman game. I'm always getting those Sherman comments, especially around here in Benedictine.
Hey, man, that's great. That's great. Now, last but not least, Rodney, it's definitely been great talking to you. I know last weekend you were able to participate in the National Bowl, a college all-star game for some of the small school standouts. How was that experience in Florida?
Oh, that experience, it was a great experience, and I was glad I got to be able to partake in that experience of being around some guys, some elite guys, some of the best talent around the nation, and other divisions. It was so great to get that experience, to play, to practice, and then perform in front of professional scouts, and get that camaraderie with other teammates, and see how it is to play with other all-stars, and get that talk with the agents and the scouts. So it was all just a great experience, and ain't nobody beat being in Miami, Florida in December with 80-degree weather, so that was great too.
Oh, man, you're not lying about that. You mentioned scouts. What exactly are scouts saying about Rodney Nichols?
Most of the scouts, they telling me, just they like the way I tackle. They like my tackling ability. They just like my mentality, sticking out on film of my great footwork and great tackling ability. But that's what I've been hearing mostly from them.
Well, there's nothing I personally like more than a physical defensive back, and if you turn on your tape, you definitely see that in yourself. And being a 5'9", 175 cornerback, you kind of have to be a physical guy. You kind of have to do more than the 6'1" cornerback just to have success. Last question for you, Rodney. The 2015 NFL Draft will actually be at the Roosevelt University Auditorium in Chicago. I walk past that place every day. I certainly plan on being in attendance. Do you have any plans on actually being at the draft, or will you be doing your own thing back at home?
I actually will. I'm gonna still be in Chicago, so I might take a drive out there just to soak up that experience of what the top prospects will get. So I feel like I do want to be in attendance just to soak up that experience too.
And who knows, like you said, you certainly have no plans on being a top 10 pick, but, maybe once the 5th, 6th, 7th round comes around, you might be able to hear your name called right across the stage. So I got to think that's going to be a fun experience. And like I said earlier, Rodney, we've been in touch for a while. It was great to finally talk to you. I'm certainly wishing you nothing but the best throughout this process. You have anything else before I let you go?
No, I just want to thank you for your experience, man. I just want to say to any GM out here listening that all it takes is one chance, for a diamond in the rough, for an underdog to just show their talent. So I'm looking for, that's all I'm hoping for, one chance. And God's will, I get it, and I'll just show all those people that doubt me what I'm made of.
Hey, sounds great, Rodney. There's more, I believe I heard a stat that there's more undrafted guys in the Pro Football Hall of Fame than there are first-rounders, so the sky's definitely the limit. Your future's looking bright, and once again, I really do appreciate your time. Man, I'm wishing you nothing but the best. Take care, all right, man?